Hello, Ignacy Czech Portal Games, and this is Askboardgames show. This week I have 40th birthday, so this is the last video that you see me in my 30s, because from the next week I will be very old, so enjoy. Guys, last week, 2 weeks ago, we had a contest, and aim was to give me ideas for the article, and the contest was won by Benjamin Nicholson, our friend, who suggested me article about, it doesn't work like that, you have to push here, who suggested me article about writing about, hi, I was working on a rulebook for Robinson Crusoe with Paul Grogan. I wrote this article, and we have almost 200 thumbs up on the Board Game Geek on our blog. So it seems that it was a very good idea for the article, and that was a very good article, by the way. So I strongly recommend you to read the article, and Ben, we are sending you, what's up? And Ben, we are sending you a book, thank you for this. And pre-orders are open for our games for SN, and with our games, like for example, like Cry Havoc, you can win, or you can buy also a promo. So I want to tell you today what promos you can win. For example, for Cry Havoc, we have what is called New Orders, and this is a promo that has 8 cards. These 8 cards you will shuffle into the terrain decks. So for example, we have 2 desert cards, 2 mountains cards. We take the mountain deck, we shuffle the cards in, and if somebody takes an action, draw a card, and he draws such a card, this card we will put next to the board, open, and this card is a new objective, new quest that player can fulfill, and the player who will fulfill the quest will get additional victory points. So this is the additional alternative way to score victory points. Let me tell you the example of that. For example, the largest area quest, the player who controls most regions gains additional 3 victory points at the end of the game. Or we have, for example, Oceans Domination quest, gain 4 victory points if you control 3 or more water regions. Or, for example, largest army, the player who has the biggest army in one of the regions gains 3 victory points. So these objectives will be next to the board, and we never know which ones will be in the game because they will come up randomly during the game, and it will change a little bit the scoring at the end of the game. So I strongly recommend to grab this promo. You can buy this promo from our web store, or you can get it for free if you will pre-order Cry Havoc from us for Essen. So I strongly recommend to check it out. In the next video, next week, I will tell you about the different promos we have for different products for Essen. We also run, as you guys know, pre-order for German edition of 51st State, because it's our first game release in Germany, and people who will pre-order from us German edition of the 51st State will get these wooden pieces for the scoring markers. We'll get 3 cities expansion in German that brings a new interaction between players, and they will get also 2 additional factions for the game. So there's a lot of goodies that you can grab for free if you pre-order German edition of the 51st State. If you are a player for Germany, I strongly recommend to either check it out or at least tell your friends that they should check it out and visit our website, portalgames.de, and see what we have for our German fans. And of course, all these promos are also available for English fans from our web store. They can buy it directly from us, but in pre-orders for S and German edition is for free. He's sleeping. We have in production Aztecs faction. I have with me Atlanteans faction. But Aztecs faction will look much like that. So we will have a square box. It will not have a scoring track. It will have, of course, a player board. It will have tokens and cards, the cards for each faction. So the Barbarians, Atlanteans, Romans, etc. With Aztecs, with religion rules, and the Aztecs, and additionally Aztecs with the Atlanteans expansion, Aztecs with Viking with Frank expansion, Aztecs with the Three Magic expansions. There's a lot of cards. There is no common cards, and there is no single variant cards because there was no space in the expansion. So sorry for that. But for all factions, there's lots of new cards, lots of updates. As soon as we have actually Aztecs, not Atlanteans faction, we will show it to you. Today, I'm recording it on Wednesday. Today we are releasing on our website the rulebook for Death Breath, the new army for Hiroshima Hex, and in a couple of days we'll release a rulebook for Aztecs, so you know what you are buying or what you are pre-ordering from us. As you can see, if you follow me on Twitter or on Instagram, for the past weeks I was painting miniatures for Cry Havoc. What are you doing here? Come on.
Hi boss, what are you doing?
And so I was painting miniatures for the...
This is better.
This is mine as well.
And this one.
For Cry Havoc. It took me 3 weeks already, and I want to share with you the video I recorded at the Dice Tower Con, because there was a guy called Vernon, his name is Vernon, who painted all the miniatures in one night. So here's the video. So please tell us what happened with the Dice Tower Con, because it was like crazy stuff.
Well, basically I had seen that you had Cry Havoc out, and I was really excited about the game, but personally I don't like playing miniature games that aren't painted. So I decided to ask you if it would be okay if I could take them for a night, hopefully, splitting them up with another person, but he wasn't able to do it, and taking them and painting them. Well, I ended up bringing my paint set, and I was able to get through at 4:30 in the morning at least 3 of your sets. And last night I just finished the last faction, and so now today you're going to have a fully painted Cry Havoc set that you can demo here.
So we are talking about 50 miniatures painted like in 2 nights?
Yes, yes. It was interesting. I would have loved to have a lot more of my stuff here to bring out a lot more detail, but I'm glad that you're happy with what I was able to accomplish here with just that little bit. But I'm glad to be able to give something back to you guys, the designers, at least for this game. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This is huge.
You're very welcome.
And greetings to Vernon. He did an amazing job. He painted our Dice Tower copy of Cry Havoc. He helped us a lot to promote the game. Then he was promoting it also on Twitter. He was posting the pictures of the game, and he actually inspired me to paint my miniature. So this is our copy of our office, and almost all miniatures are painted. We are only waiting for me to paint the humans, and we will have all miniatures painted, and this is because of Vernon, who inspired me for that. Thank you. Tom Vassell this week published the video, the best games so far of 2016, and no surprise, thank you for that, Cry Havoc is on the first spot, the best game, in opinion of Tom Vassell, of this year so far. And this week also the Board Games Quest published the review of the Cry Havoc, and also a very, very positive review. Thank you for that. Speaking about the Cry Havoc, we had delay with shipping pre-order for Cry Havoc from States. We are using third-party company. We are not shipping it by ourselves, and there was some delays, there was some problems, some issues. Sorry for that. As far as we know, the pre-orders were shipped yesterday. It was Tuesday, so you will have them in a couple of days, but sorry for the delay. We were trying to push it as soon as possible, but there were some problems in the warehouse of our third-party partner, so I'm sorry for everybody we failed. We hope it will never happen again, that we will fail you again. And this Friday we are posting strategic guide for Cry Havoc. Grant Roddick, the designer of the game, wrote the article. This 3 pages detailed, super informative, super interesting article with all the tricks and strategy informations. And the article is about the Trox faction. So there is the first of 4 articles. As I said, 3 pages, very long, very detailed, amazing stuff. And now you will know how to play Trox. Strongly recommend to learn about this. And upcoming, I know that he's writing now about the pilgrims, and then humans, then machines. So we will help you defeat your friends. Yes?
Yes!
Sir. And guys, that's it about the updates, about the Portal Games. He's sleeping. Come on, Essen is coming. Wake up. And now let's move to the questions.
Runard asks, what is your favorite ship or combo in X-Wing?
Thank you, Runard, for the question. For me, the most hated combo, let me tell you about the most hated combo there is. There is this stupid ship from the bad guys. What they called? Imperium?
What are you talking about?
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Darth Vader and the guys. And there is this ship that has a cloak, and he has this upgrade that let him have a cloak, then shoot my ships, and then make a cloak again after the shooting. So the guy is always in the cloak. I hated this ship. I almost destroyed it, even though this is my son's copy of the ship. and I really, really hated that it has a cloak, then he shoots, and then he has a cloak again, and it's really, really hard to kill him. Last weekend, actually, I made it, and I killed him, and it was really very, very fun moment for me.
Curdy asks, how hard was the decision to postpone the release of First Martians? How big are the consequences?
The decision of postponing the First Martian was super hard because all the team was working on the game, and so we had like everybody involved in the project, and then we said, okay, we don't want to push it. We are not ready. We prefer to move it. It is difficult on so many levels because we know that we disappoint some of you because you were waiting for the game. It is disappointing for budget of our company because First Martian was probably a very good selling product for us. So we are without the First Martian for this year, for this budget of this year. What are you doing?
Trying to repair the thing.
Basically, it was also hard because now I'm still playtesting. I mean, every single day we play First Martian. I would really, really like this game to be at the manufacturer level and don't play it anymore. But I'm doing it and I'm playing and I'm designing new scenarios and working on the game. So it was hard, but I really, really believe it was a good decision. And we'll see the next year if the game will be good enough to evaluate this decision. It was good. Now everybody's playing Terraforming Mars. I heard the game is very good. Actually, I bought the game. Where's my Terraforming Mars copy? Can I have it? Let's make a promotion from Mr. Bonacor. So I have my copy of Terraforming Mars. I haven't played it yet, but I'm going to play the game. I heard it's very, very good. So this year, guys, we have apparently very good Terraforming Mars, and next year you will have apparently very good First Martians, 2 Mars games. We will see.
Trevor asks, do you do paper and pencil design? At what point do you switch to printing cards and a more polished look?
Trevor, this is a very good question, and this is it may be very disappointing for some of fans of me, but we'll see. Can I have a card for First Martian? So First Martian, as you guys know, is almost ready in terms of production. Yes, we have the cards. This. Yes. The game is almost ready. We have everything almost ready. I'm just balancing and playtesting, and still, this is me. I don't use computer. I hate computers. This is Portal Games' way. This is Ignacy Cevicek's way. That's why my playtesters facing. Of course, now they are playing mostly on the app. But even though when I have some ideas for the cards, I just make them like that. And for example, for one test, we play with such a bullshit. And then if the count is good, we put it into the app, and then it is like confirmed that it is the count that is into the game. But basically, I don't use computer at all. Like all my prototypes are handwritten, and I use pen and paper only. And I know this is very bad. I strongly don't recommend it. And as far as I know, there's not many designers working in such a stupid way. Like most of my colleagues working on the computer, so you have everything in the computer. We actually have a situation here with First Martians that I had a scenario on the piece of paper, and I lost this piece of paper.
Twice. You lost it twice.
And we don't have this scenario. Like it is really literally lost. Like I'm serious. Like I have to design this from the scratch because I have it on the paper only, and we have no idea where this paper is. So I strongly don't recommend the way Mr. Ignacy Cevicek is working. This is stupid, and don't do this. But it works for me. So.
Ben asks, how are games chosen for after hours at Portal Games?
And the last question from Ben. How we choose the games we play at the after hours? I choose them. Like basically, and I explaining because this is last week we had a discussion about this in the office. Every single day in the office, I'm playing the games that I hate. I'm talking about Mr. Cry Havoc. I'm talking about the First Martians. I'm talking about 51st State Scavengers expansion. Every single day I play something that I don't like because I already hate it, and it's just work and playtesting and making it better, but I'm not playing for fun. Cry Havoc, Solid Ground. So once during the week, on our after hours Tuesdays, I can play something that I like, I enjoy, and I play for fun, and that's why I make my team play games that I love. Luckily, they like these games in most cases, so there's not a big pain for them. But basically, this is entirely my decision. So yesterday we played Euphrates and Tigris, The week before we played Railways of the World.
I think.
Yeah, the train game, yes. And earlier we play, I believe, Kemet we played, and Quartermaster General. Basically, I'm choosing the games, and this is basically entirely great choice. And we are looking for the games for 5 players in most cases, and the games that with the huge interaction and huge conflict, because we like to argue on the table and have fights and huge interaction. So these are, in most cases, there are war games like Quartermaster General, like Age of Empires, like Kemet, like Cry Havoc sometimes, etc., etc. See? My choices are amazing. Come on.
Not exactly.
They are. Guys, thank you for the questions. Once again, this week I had so many questions from you, so I strongly recommend, I appreciate that, because it lets me make more interesting videos if I have more different questions. So please post more questions on Twitter, Askboardgames, or ask them below on YouTube, and I will answer them next week. Remember our pre-orders. See you in Essen very, very soon. And stay tuned, have fun, and remember, Essen is coming. Time to wake up. Bye-bye.
I'm going to say this is now my favorite Dudes on a Map board. I tweeted it last night.
I got a chance to play Cry Havoc. I thought it had an awesome, unique battle mechanic. I really like the asymmetrical side of it, the fact that every faction played far different from each other.
Their region has different strategies, so it had huge strategy, and every different team played so differently.
Yeah, Cry Havoc was great. If you like Blood Rage, you're going to love this. It plays similarly, but has a really interesting combat mechanic.